Bill Sr. is a giant of a man, and I mean that both physically and philosophically. He's tall.
You know, he's so tall.
My first impression is he's very tall.
He's like 6'6".
Bill Sr. is a caring man.
He's unflappable as far as I can tell.
I was impressed with him from the very beginning.
He's always intently interested in what you have to say.
The idea that this man that knew as much as he did about family planning wanted to learn more.
Not every man is comfortable talking about reproductive health, and especially not then. He dug in and did it. He was fearless.
More than 20 years ago, Bill Sr. visited Johns Hopkins, this school.
Papa Gates, as we all then called him, had been asked to prepare and set up a foundation.
She finally convinced him after a number of discussions to come visit the school.
He came, stayed in my home, and I was able to take him in each day to meet the students, the faculty, the dean, to talk about all the possibilities.
Bill absolutely fell in love with the students. He could see the passion, the devotion they had to both found, strengthen, lead reproductive health programs.
We were very excited to meet him, and particularly his inquiry and his interest in knowing how can we really help these countries to moving forward and improving women's health.
I was struck by how humble he was, his simplicity, and that he was such a great listener. He was truly interested, and that stayed with me.
He paid very, very close attention to what they told him, and so the students loved it, of course.
The day he got back, he sent me the first check. It was for $2.2 million.
A $2 million grant to plan out the Institute, another $20 million to support the first 5 years of the Institute, followed by a $40 million grant to be used going forward. We decided to invest in universities in developing countries to replicate the population reproductive health training that was going on here at Hopkins.
So it became the Bill and Melinda Gates Institute for Population and Reproductive Health. And that's how it all began.
He told me that one of the reasons he was inspired to do this work was that he had a sister who passed away, and he felt that she didn't get the opportunities in her life that she should have. This was apparently a very smart woman, very intellectual, and that she wasn't allowed to go on to complete her education. And he felt that that shouldn't happen to any woman, and he was passionate about making that not be true in the future.
He just exuded concern and interest and commitment for this program.
I believe that the legacy he will leave behind is bigger than anyone can actually document or calculate. I believe that what his money has done through the Gates Institute has touched many lives.
You know, his dream that no woman should be curtailed the way his sister was, he largely got a lot of that done.
I like to think that our Gates Institute is a powerful force for good in the developing world. I know it is a force for good to those people that it touches, and I think that he should be very, very proud of that.
Brilliance is not enough, okay? There are many brilliant people in this world, but humility, a sense of humor, and that sense of preparedness, that's not easy to find in a person.
I'd say he exudes integrity. He exudes integrity.
When Bill asked a question, it opened your vision. It raised your ideals. It made you think bigger, not smaller. And I've always loved him for that.
He's a terrific guy.